Wireless World pregame show. Let's take a look at the matchup between these two teams. Dort versus Briar and Great Plains Athletic Conference action. The Dort defenders come in with a 19-0 overall mark, 13-0 in the conference. Briar is 16-2 in the conference, overall, and 10-2 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. The Briar Chargers are averaging 80 points per game, giving up 58 points per outing. They are converting 44% of their field goal attempts and allow opponents to make 37% of their field goal tries. Three-point shooting, Briar has a 37-26 percentage advantage. Briar is out rebounding teams 38-36. Turnovers, they're forcing 22 per game, and they're giving it up 13 times per contest. In their last 10 outings, Briar is 9-1. In their last 5 games, they are 5-0. They have won 8 games in a row. They are 8-1 at home, 8-1 on the road. Their 2 losses this season are to Dakota Wesleyan and Dort, 79-65 and 61-60, respectively. Most recently, the Briar Chargers lost to beat Doane, 76-63. Their leaders include Mallie McNair, 14.9 points per game, 3.1 rebounds, 32 made three-pointers, and she's converting 46% of her three-point tries. Adriana Webster is averaging 12.6 points per game. Kennedy Benny is at 10.5 points per game with 4.6 rebounds. Kenna Mongan is at 10.3 points per game, and Grace Flanagan averages 9.8 points per game with 47 made three-pointers this season. We'll get to the most recent outing for both teams in just a moment. For the Dort defenders, they're 19-0 overall, 13-0 in the conference. They're outscoring teams 86-60. They are converting 49% of their field goals and allow opponents to make 35%. Three-point field goal shooting, Dort 39%, opponents 22. Rebounding per game, Dort has a 48-32 rebounding edge. Turnovers just about even at 16-16. Dort's closest contests this year are a 3-point win over Dakota State, 79-76. A win in overtime over Concordia at the DeWitt Gym, 94-84. A win over Dakota Wesleyan here at the DeWitt, 66-61. The road win over Briar Cliff, 61-60. And another overtime win over Concordia, 88-85. Dort is 10-0 in their last 10 games, 5-0 in their last 5. Janie Van Dong leads the defenders with an 18.3 points per game average. Liv Harrison's averaging 11.3 points per game and 2.5 assists. Macy Sievers is averaging 15 points per game, 7.7 rebounds, 7.3 assists, and 2.8 steals. Gracie Schoenhoven is averaging 13.2 points per game with 3.3 rebounds. Ellie Lems averages 7.6 points per game, 4.2 rebounds. She's making nearly 60% of her field goals. Willow Bleeker is averaging 8.1 points per game, and Desta Hogendorn is averaging 6.5 points per game with 5.7 rebounds per outing. Last time out, Dort defeated Midland 82-48. Gracie Schoenhoven led the way with 20 points and 4 rebounds. Briar Cliff was a 76-63 winner over Doane at Crete on Saturday. Grace Holm led the way with 27 points. Dort trails this series 53-50 since 1975. Macy Sievers converted for 20 points and had 9 rebounds in Dort's win over Briar Cliff in Sioux City, 61-60 back on December 11. Janie Van Dong had 16 points and 12 rebounds. Adriana Webster had 21 points to pace the Chargers. Dort has won the last 4 meetings and 7 of the last 8. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with a look at what else is happening in the conference on the Wireless World pregame show right after this 2-minute timeout. This is Dort basketball on the Dort Media Network and KIHK.
Biblical truth shapes Dort's worldview, giving students the wisdom to serve God and neighbor through their work and in their daily lives. Do all that God has created you to do at Dort University.
Homegrown. Community.
Family.
Innovators.
Growth.
Faith.
Legacy.
We are dedicated to egg.
Today's Dort Media Network livestream broadcast is produced by the students of Dort University. Thanks for watching.
Hey Defender Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning in to the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dordt Media Network. Go Defenders!
At the matchups for this evening in the Great Plains Athletic Conference and the standings in women's basketball. Midland is at Mount Marty. Midland 2-11 in the conference. Mount Marty 2-11. Waldorf, the Warriors at 3-10 are on the road to Dakota Wesleyan. Dakota Wesleyan enters with a 10-3 mark. Morningside is at Northwestern in GPAC women's basketball play. Northwestern stands 9-4. Morningside is 8-5. And the Concordia Bulldogs stand 5-9. And the College of St. Mary is 0-13. They will play that game in Nebraska, and that is in Omaha, Nebraska this evening. Conference standings, Dort 13-0, Briar 10-2. Dakota Wesleyan 10-3, Northwestern 9-4, Doane, Hastings, Morningside all 8-5. Concordia is 5-9, Waldorf is 3-10, Mount Marty is 2-11, Midland is 2-11, College of St. Mary stands 0-13 in Great Plains Athletic Conference action. Dort defeated Midland on Saturday 82-48. Briar was a winner over Doane 76-63. Northwestern a last-second win over Concordia 74-73. Dakota Wesleyan a controlling win over Mount Marty 82-58. Morningside downed Hastings 97-90, and it was Waldorf defeating the College of St. Mary by a final of 73-72 in a nail-biter. Let's take a look then at our starting lineups for today's game on the Wireless World pregame show. First of all, for the Dort defenders, they will start at a guard. Number 2, Willow Bleeker, a 5'9" sophomore from Sioux Center. She is averaging 8.1 points per game. Macy Sievers is a 5'8" junior from Storm Lake, Iowa, averaging 15 points per outing. She wears number 10. Number 15 is Liv Harrison, a 5'7" sophomore from Lake Crystal, Minnesota, averaging 11.3 points per game. Number 23 is Ellie Lems, a 6' sophomore from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. She averages 7.6 points per game. And Janie Van Dong is a 5'10" senior from Hospers, Iowa. She is averaging 18.3 points per game. Off of the bench for the defenders, we expect to see Gracie Schoenhoven, a 5'11" sophomore from Hospers, averaging 13.2 points per game. Brooke Smith, a 5'9" junior from Spirit Lake, averaging 2.8 points per outing. Number 25, Taylor Drent, 6' junior from Sioux City, averages 3.1 points per game. And number 40 is Desta Hogendorn, a 6' freshman from Rock Rapids, averaging 6.5 points per game. For the Briarcliff Chargers under Coach Brian Ortmeyer, they will start number 1, Kennedy Benny, a 5'8" graduate student from Oakland, Nebraska, averaging 10.5 points per game. Number 4 is Rachel Langle, a 6' senior from Lamar's, averaging 7.7 points per outing. Adriana Webster is a 6' senior from Urbana, Iowa, averaging 12.6 points per game. Mally McNair is a 5'8" junior from Imperial, Nebraska, averaging 14.9 points per game. And number 22 is Grace Flanagan, a 5'8" graduate student from Coggin, Iowa, averaging 9.8 points per game. Briarcliff will also play off of the bench Kenna Mongan, a 5'8" sophomore from Cherokee. She's a spark plug, averaging 10.3 points per game. And Taylor Sodman is a 5'11" sophomore from St. James, Minnesota. She is averaging 4.2 points per game. Briarcliff is coached by Brian Ortmeyer. The defenders are coached by Bill Harmson. Dort versus Briarcliff coming up on the Dort Media Network and KIHK. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with more right after this. Today's broadcast brought to you by Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City will exceed your expectation.
The Greenhouse, located in Hall, Iowa, bringing you amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and so much more. A big city feel, only 10 minutes away from Sioux Center, with a second location opening soon in Sanborn.
Hey Defender Nation, did you know that Dort Athletics has over 700 student athletes that make up less than 50% of the student body? We want to invite you to join the Defender Gold Club and support those student athletes, our staff, and coaches this season. Your charitable donation helps advance Defender Athletics and the Defender Way. Last year, we were just shy of 900 members in the Defender Gold Club. Help us reach that 1,000 member mark this year. By becoming a member, you will directly support the student athletes and coaches here at Dort University. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders.
See Proactive Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab when the aches and pains won't go away. Visit proactivephysicaltherapy.net when you want to get back to the activities you love.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online, 712realty.com, leading you home. On the campus of Dort University in Sioux Center, Iowa. It will be a busy weekend on the Dort campus this weekend as we take a look at what's coming up. The Dort men's volleyball team in action off campus this weekend. They're scheduled to play 4 matches in Arizona beginning tomorrow. That schedule is up on our website, godort.com. The track and field team will head to Brookings, South Dakota for a meet hosted by South Dakota State University. That is on Saturday. Hockey team returns to play Friday night and Saturday afternoon at home. It's been a long layoff for the Defenders since they last played at home. They played a pair in Florida over the Christmas break in early 2025, but they will have had about 3 weeks off since their most recent competition when they finally get back to it Friday night and Saturday afternoon. The Dort women's basketball team is in action this weekend. They will be hosting the College of St. Mary. That is a 2 o'clock start time on Saturday afternoon. The men's team will not be playing on Saturday. They have the bye date on the schedule this weekend. We have given you the starting lineups, and that is the Wireless World pregame show. Wireless World, your authorized local Verizon retailer with 7 locations in Northwest Iowa. Visit them at wirelessworld.com. The Briar Chargers will be in the road black jerseys. They'll have white lettering, and they are trimmed out in blue. The Dort Defenders in their whites today with black numbers and lettering. Kennedy Benny, Rachel Langle, Adriana Webster, Mally McNair, and Grace Flanagan for the Chargers. For the Defenders, Bleeker, Sievers, Harrison, Lems, and Vendong. Opening tap is up and controlled by the Defenders, and Macy Sievers will bring it across the timeline, and we're underway with basketball. Dort with it, Sievers. Sievers looks corner, gets it over to Harrison. Harrison with the basketball. Harrison right side to Sievers. Sievers on the wing, goes right corner, Bleeker. Bleeker back over to Sievers, 10 to shoot. Sievers with it out front. They switch off on the screen. Comes over to Harrison. 5 to shoot. Now 4. Inside it goes to Vendong. Vendong high off of the glass. No good. There for the rebound. And the stick back, though, is Ellie Lems. Ellie Lems with a 2-point basket as Dort's first attempt. A little too hot out of the hand for Jeannie Vendong. And the Briar Chargers have the basketball, trailing 2-0 on the putback by Lems. Shot with the right hand. Tough shot, getting it to go. That's Mally McNair. McNair with a 2-point bucket on the floater to the right. Ties it up at 2-2. Sievers the trailer. Vendong into the corner it goes to Bleeker. Bleeker didn't look at the 3. Passes it back instead to Vendong. Vendong with the right hand from the left side. Good. Jeannie Vendong makes it 4-2. Defenders on her shot with the inside shoulder. making it 4-2 with the basketball. Right-hand side, McNair into the paint, nothing there. Gives it back up to Webster. Webster's pass deflected, taken away by Sievers. Here comes Dort in transition. Lems reverses field, puts it up with the left hand. Nifty move by the sophomore from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Makes it 6-2 defenders. So Lems, a change of direction that time, reversing field, a cutback if you will. Now pass underneath Langle, cut off by Lems, kick out pass, 3 on the way, good. 3-point basket for Grace Flanagan, and the defenders trail 6-5. 6-5 our score with the basketball. Right hand side is Sievers. Sievers with it on the wing, driving down to the baseline, cut off, short corner. Back into the middle of the lane, and she is fouled on the play. Kennedy Benny whistled for the personal foul. That's foul number 1 on Benny. And the Dort defenders will inbound the basketball right side of the lane as we face the hoop. Throwing the ball in will be Macy Sievers. Gets it into Lems. Dort leading 6-5. Underneath it goes to Vendong. Vendong with a 2-point basket. Dort leads 8-5. Back the other way. Here comes Briarcliff. On the run is McNair. McNair, nothing there. Comes back over to Benny. Benny into the paint. Benny cut off there by Bleeker. Comes back right side over to McNair. McNair to the free throw line. Spins, nothing there. Comes back outside to Langle. Langle gives it up to Webster. Webster with it. Webster into the paint. Ball's on the floor. It's loose. Picked up by Sievers. Jailbreak. And running away with it is Harrison. Harrison layup right hand good. Liv Harrison with a jailbreak. Dort leads 10-5. 10-5 our score. Timeout on the floor. Charge to Briarcliff. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds.
At Premier Communications, we're all about connection. Connecting you to all the entertainment, work, and family you love with our phone, internet, cable TV, and tech support services. And now, that connection has gotten even faster with internet speeds up to 1 gig. Experience the next level of connection with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call toll-free 800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Dort defenders on defense. Briarcliff with the basketball utilized a quick timeout to talk things over. Dort pressuring on the defensive end. The same 5 on the floor for the defenders so far. Left wing 3 up and through for Manley McNair. McNair with 5, and the defender lead is 10-8. 10-8 our score. Briarcliff cuts the lead down to 2 with the basketball. Left side is Sievers. Sievers on the wing. Nothing there. Back over to Vendong. Right corner Bleeker. Gives it back to Vendong. Short corner. Vendong underneath. Power move Vendong. She's got 6. Dort leads 12-8. The Dort defenders on defense will have a personnel change at the next dead ball. Right hand side it goes to McNair. McNair, another one, missed it, no good. Rebound taken away by Sievers. Sievers with the basketball, doesn't have the numbers. Macy doesn't care, driving all the way in, and she is fouled on the way up. Foul called on the Briarcliff Chargers on the take by Macy Sievers in transition. And the foul goes against Manley McNair. McNair whistled for the personal, that's her first. And that'll be team foul number 1 against the defenders. Foul number 2 against the Briarcliff Chargers. Well, looks to me like we might be having some issues with our scoreboard online, so apologize for that. Hopefully we can get that rectified. Macy Sievers' first free throw is good, another one on the way. And the Dort defenders have a 14-8 lead. 14-8 our score. Dort basketball. Defenders leading by 6. Pass goes high post on the elbow to Langle. Langle over the basketball. Langle gives it up to Benny. Benny into the paint, cut off. Comes back outside. With it is Webster. Webster against Vendong, and we've got a foul called on Vendong. 2 hands on the back, and that is supposed to be an automatic foul. Not disputing that whatsoever, and if that is called consistently, that will be just fine. Driving in, shot with the right hand, in and out, no good. Rebound taken away by Vendong. Vendong with the basketball. Vendong gets it away, right side over to Sievers. Sievers with it. Sievers crosses over. Sievers at the free throw line, spins, puts it up with the left hand, good. Macy Sievers, 4 points for Macy. And the Dort defenders extend their lead to 8, 16-8. 16-8 our score. Driving in, right side, nothing there, cut off Webster. Webster too strong off of the glass. Foul, a rebound in traffic, but a foul on the play. And caught in the wrong place, wrong time is Desta Hogendorn. Hogendorn whistled for the personal foul. Rachel Langle will go to the free throw line. She will shoot 2 free throws. And it looks like we've got our score graphic up on the Dort Media Network, so good work down in the truck getting that taken care of. So many things that we take for granted that have so many moving parts, so good work back there. 5:45 left to go. Second free throw is up and good as well for Langle. Langle makes it 16-10, defenders by 6. Defenders a quick start to this one. The Dort defenders so far from the floor, 7 of 8 from the floor. They've made 7 in a row. Gracie Schoenhoven brings the basketball up, passes it off to Liv Harrison. Brooke Smith is in the game as well. They pass right side to Hogendorn. Hogendorn gives it up to Schoenhoven. Gracie with the basketball. Gracie, they switch out front against her. Throws it into the corner, Harrison. Harrison left corner. Harrison with the basketball, 9 to shoot. Liv hesitates, turnaround in the paint, good. Liv Harrison with 4, and the defender lead is 18-10. 18-10 our score, and for Briar Cliff, Coach Brian Ortmeyer's got to be thinking, okay, at some point the law of averages comes into effect. Lems digging down on that drive. They pass back out to Webster. Webster comes back outside, 3 on the way, missed, no good, and the rebound cleared by Hogendorn, the freshman from Rock Rapids, hands it off to Harrison. Harrison up the floor quickly. Hogendorn, jumper, top of the key, missed it, no good, and the rebound taken away by Briar Cliff. Briar Cliff, Benny. Benny on the right-hand side, guarded by Smith. Benny gives it back over to Langle. Langle, right side, McNair. McNair loses it, leans in, tough shot, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds. It'll be Dort basketball, according to Darren Berg, longtime women's basketball referee. He signals it'll be Dort basketball, and the Dort defenders have it, leading 18-10. So the Dort defenders bringing the basketball up. This is Harrison. Harrison takes it across the half-court stripe, and Harrison gets the return pass, and that one goes off of the defenders, and the Dort defenders turn it over. So for the defenders, their first turnover of the ball game. They lead 18-10. 4 minutes remaining. First quarter of play, and the ball is deflected out. Last touch by Dort. It'll be Briar Cliff basketball. Brian Rump, Darren Berg, and Brian Arvin are your coaches, are your officials today. I think this is the first time this year we've seen Brian Arvin into the paint, dump it off, and a late foul call. That's going to go against Hogendorn, and the shot will drop. So a 3-point play opportunity for the Briar Cliff Chargers and Rachel Langle. Langle with a 3-point play opportunity. That foul is going to go against Desta Hogendorn. That's number 2 on her. 3:59 left to play in the first quarter. Dort leading 18-12. So Hogendorn, who was a significant factor the first time these two teams played, saddled with a couple of early fouls. Langle to the free throw line, 47% free throw shooter, 14 of 30 this season. She is 3 for 3 today. Speaking of the law of averages, 18-13, defenders leading by 5. Bringing the basketball up the floor is Sievers, goes over to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven out front, Drent. Drent right side, Sievers, corner, Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven drives and has it tipped away by Adriana Webster. It'll be Dort basketball, out of bounds, right side of the lane as we face the hoop. Dort's led by as many as 8. The lead is 5 right now. Throwing the ball in will be Sievers. Macy with the basketball, gets it underneath to Drent. Drent stripped on the way up, and here comes Briar Cliff in transition. Benny, that is, driving in. Her shot no good. Rebound deflected out. Here comes Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven turns on the Jets, puts it up with the right hand, no good. Rebound down on the floor, and it's picked up by Briar Cliff. So Briar Cliff survives the fast break opportunity. Coming back the other way, goes back over to Webster. Webster with the basketball. Webster to McNair. McNair with it right corner. Ball tipped and taken away by Severs. Severs on the jailbreak. Macy driving in with the left hand, lays it up good. Macy Severs with the steal and the lay-in. Dort leads 20-13. Steal by the defenders. Macy Severs a steal to the basket. She's got 8, and the Briarcliff Chargers call a timeout, trailing 22-13. Briarcliff will use their second timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds.
Today's Dort Media Network broadcast, brought to you by Cruise & Cruise PC, certified public accountants. Offices in Sioux Center and Lamar's, helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Dort Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. (22-13), defenders by 9. Boy, on that one fast break opportunity where Dort came up empty, Bill Harmson, if you had a blood pressure cuff on him, that would have popped the top. Briarcliff basketball now. Benny comes back outside. Driving is McNair. McNair gives it up out on the perimeter. This is Mongan. Mongan shot no good. Rebound though long. Taken back by Mongan. Mongan shot no good. Rebound cleared by Drent. Drent over to Severs. Severs with the basketball. Severs running the floor. She's got it at the top of the key. Severs on the left elbow. Severs pass deflected. Taken back by Briarcliff. Briarcliff with the steal. Coming back is Benny. Benny with it, and Benny splits the defense, and a reach-in foul called on Liv Harrison. That's going to be foul number 4 against the defenders. Foul number 1 on Olivia Harrison. And with nothing but deuces up on the board, 2:22 left to go in the first quarter. Dort leading 22-13. 9-point advantage for the defenders. New players in for the defenders. On the floor, you've got Bendong, Smith, Drent, Bleeker, and Severs. Pass right side. This is Benny. Benny with the basketball. Benny gives it up left-hand side. Flanagan. Flanagan into the corner. Left side it's McNair. McNair circles all the way around, lays it up with the right hand good. Mally McNair with 7 points. And the defenders lead 22-15. So back-to-back buckets by the defenders extend to the lead to 9. It's 7 right now at 22-15. With the basketball out front, they go to Drent. Drent, nothing there. Into the corner, Brooke. Brooke Smith drops it off. Pocket pass underneath. Drent off of the back of the iron. Good. For a moment, I thought, ooh, she didn't pick a bank shot or over the lip of the rim. She went with neither, and the ball ends up on the back iron and drops through. Ball's thrown away by the Briarcliff Chargers on the post entry pass, and that is the danger that this Dort defense will get you playing just a little bit faster than you would like. That is turnover number 5 by the Chargers, and the defenders have a 9-point lead, 24-15. Macy Severs with the basketball. Right side it goes Drent. Drent down to Severs. Severs baseline. Kick out pass. Drent. Taylor. Spot up 3. No good. Rebound tipped and controlled by the Chargers and Flanagan. Flanagan over the basketball. She goes right-hand side to McNair. McNair with it across the timeline. McNair throws it underneath. Help defense by the defenders. And we've got a foul called before the shot. Who's it going to go against? It's going to be 2 free throws. And the foul goes on Taylor Drent. That's number 1 on her. Free throw time now for Rachel Langle. Langle has all 3 free throw attempts for the Chargers so far. And if you had told me that before the game, you'd say, well, she probably makes 1, maybe 2 out of those. Well, she's a perfect 3 for 3 so far, now 4 for 4. The senior from Lamar's evidently likes shooting in the duet. Dort leads 24-16, another free throw on the way. This one is up and good as well, 24-17. Defenders by 7, 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. With the basketball, Harrison picks up her dribble. Comes back over to Vendong. Vendong right side Schoenhoven. Gracie with the basketball at the free throw line. Drops it off for Harrison. Harrison short jumper left side good. Liv Harrison on the 2-point bucket on the give by Schoenhoven. Now if you're the defenders, you want to stop on the last shot of the quarter. 42 seconds on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock right now. Left side it goes to Benny. Benny into the paint against Harrison. Harrison, pretty nice job of holding her ground. Loose basketball picked up by Drent. Here comes Dort on the run. Dort into the front court. This is Harrison. Harrison spins away from the pressure. Harrison with the basketball. 2-second difference. Shot clock, game clock. Bleeker with it. Down low it goes to Vendong. Vendong Lems. Lems to Schoenhoven. Underneath for Vendong, and the ball goes out of bounds, and Dort catches a break. I would imagine the defenders want to hold for the final shot of the quarter. 2-second difference, so you really don't have to be going to the offense right now. Not sure you've got the personnel to hold for the final shot, though, here. With the basketball, Harrison. Harrison, 6 to shoot. Harrison driving all the way in, scoops it up with the right hand, missed it, no good. 3 seconds left. Don't commit a foul here. And the shot, right side, no good. And the Dort defenders take a 9-point lead at the end of the first quarter. 26-17, defenders by 9. Let's take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back with the second quarter of play from the DeWitt Gym in Sioux Center, Iowa, right after this. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency in Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, Sioux Center advisors Mark Hulsoff, Lisa Dykstra, or Kyle Blankers. Today's broadcast brought to you by Sioux Concrete Construction, Rob Sioux and owner, excelling in flat work, poured walls, and decorative concrete projects, dedicated to providing customers with a good experience and quality workmanship. SiouxConcrete.com.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa. Life in the center of everything. Where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors. Knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
The scores that we have at the moment, Concordia out to a fast start on the College of St. Mary, 25-9. Evidently, they started that one at 6 o'clock at Omaha. Northwestern leads Morningside 20-13. That's late in the first quarter. Dakota Wesleyan a 24-8 lead on Waldorf. 7:46 left to go in the half. And it is Midland leading Mount Marty currently 15-13. That's with 1:40 left to go at the Laddie Semple Arena in Yankton, South Dakota. Dort leads 26-17. Second quarter of play set to begin. And we are underway with the second period of action. Pass goes high post to Langle. Langle pass gets the return pass underneath against Lems. Tries for the crossover, and the shot is blocked by Ellie Lems. Not bad defense that time by Ellie Lems, but Rachel Langle will go back to the free throw line for more free throws. She's got 7 points already. She is 5 of 5 from the free throw line. And the first free throw is up, and that one's off the heel, no good. Is this where the numbers begin to even out with Rachel Langle starting 5 of 5? And she makes that one, so she goes 1 of 2 that time. She is now 6 of 7 from the free throw line. And the Dort defenders lead 26-18 with the basketball. Right side it goes to Vendong. Vendong with it, looking for the post pass. She's going to put it on the floor. And the short shot by Vendong. Vendong shot no good. Rebound cleared by Briarcliff. Vendong caught in no man's land that time. And Briarcliff promptly throws it away on the other end. And by no man's land, I mean she didn't have a good angle at the bank shot because the Briarcliff player had fallen down. She didn't, and it was that in-between shot, that 6 or 7 footer, and was just a little too strong with it. Pass goes back over to Bleeker. Bleeker on the wing, 16 to shoot for the defenders after the Briarcliff turnover, an unforced turnover. Harrison with it, 10 to shoot. Harrison into the paint, back outside Sievers. Sievers gets a ball screen. Sievers trying to feed it underneath the Lems, might have forced it, and here comes Briarcliff with the basketball. Turnover number 4 against the defenders. Hesitation move, McNair kick out pass, baseline jumper, no good, right wing jumper, no good. Rebound cleared by the defenders. Here comes Harrison. Harrison in transition, a little 10-footer, too strong, no good. And the rebound is cleared by Briarcliff. Dort now 0 for 3 from the field here in this period. Briarcliff 0 for 1. Dort still leading 26-18. So Briarcliff basketball. Dort's had the opportunity to push the lead up to double digits. Pass underneath, tapped away by Janie Van Dong. Foul trouble for the defenders. Desta Hogendorn's got a pair. For Briarcliff, 2 players have 1 foul each. They are Benny and McNair. Pass right wing. Briarcliff basketball. Curl cut for Flanagan. Flanagan with the basketball. Flanagan comes back outside. 3 to shoot. Here's Benny. Benny up off of the rim. No good. Rebound cleared by Van Dong. Janie Van Dong with her 3rd rebound today. Here come the defenders underneath Harrison. Ball poked away. Harrison picks it up on the baseline. Harrison has the dribble. Nothing there. Comes back over to Lems. Lems, Sievers. Sievers with it. Sievers looking for a ball screen. 15 to shoot. 7:50 left to go in the period. Right side it goes. Sievers. Sievers, Van Dong. Van Dong ball fake, and she is fouled on the way up by Kennedy Benny, and she can't believe it. It's foul number 2 on Kennedy Benny. And Rachel Langle voicing her displeasure as well. Now the discussion is, will it be a 2-shot foul situation for Van Dong? And Rachel Langle coming over to Brian Arvin and asking for more of an explanation. And my guess it would be the conversation will be something to the effect of your player got her on the arm. First free throw no good by Janie Van Dong. And how's that for numbers? Van Dong, an 87% free throw shooter, misses her first one. Another one on the way, trying to extend it to a 9-point lead. And that one's up and through. So Van Dong makes 1 of 2. Defenders back up by 9. That's their biggest lead of the ball game. 27-18, matching their biggest lead of the game. With the basketball, Chargers. Chargers with it on the right-hand side. And this is Mongan. Mongan back out front to Flanagan. Flanagan gives it up. Driving is McNair. McNair right-hand side to Mongan. Mongan thought about the 3, working against Schoenhoven. 5 to shoot. Van Dong knocks it free. 2 to shoot, and a shot clock violation. It'll be Dort basketball. That one was messed up by Van Dong getting a hand on it, knocking it away on the sideline, and the Dort defenders will have the basketball back. Defenders leading by 9, 27-18. Schoenhoven to Hogendorn. Hogendorn gives it up. Sievers. Schoenhoven loses it, and the Chargers come away with a turnover. Chargers with the basketball in the backcourt, bringing it up. This is McNair. McNair driving in. McNair's shot no good, but a foul on the play called on Gracie Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven whistled for the personal foul. That's foul number 1 on her. Team foul number 2 on the defenders in this period. And free throws on the way for Manley McNair, and a 78% free throw shooter. So free throws on the way for McNair. McNair with 7 so far. And that one's off the side of the iron, no good. Another one on the way, trying to make it an 8-point ball game. 6:48 left to play in the half. Second free throw is up, and that one is good for McNair. So McNair makes 1 of 2. And the defenders lead 27-19. All the points coming from the free throw line so far in this period. The two teams, they combined 0 for 4 from the floor. Van Dong gets it away to Schoenhoven. Right side Sievers. Sievers 3 ball in and out, no good. Rebound tapped and controlled by Briarcliff. Dort might have had a trap. Flanagan able to spin out of it. She gets it away to McNair. McNair right-hand side, and they throw it away. Here comes Sievers. Sievers in transition. 3-on-2. Sievers with the basketball. Spins into the paint. She'll finish it herself. No, missed it. Rebound taken down by Hogendorn. Hogendorn shot in the lane, no good. Rebound Schoenhoven, shot no good. Rebound cleared by Briarcliff, and Briarcliff able to sustain the 3 shots from point-blank range for the defenders. And here come the Chargers. Chargers with a chance to cut into the lead. Flanagan with the basketball. They give it up underneath, and the shot off of the glass is good for Adriana Webster. Webster with 2, and the Dort lead is 27-21. Schoenhoven in traffic, and she is fouled on the way up. Foul's going to go against Briarcliff's number 22, Grace Flanagan. Flanagan called for her first, and that is team foul number 3 against the Chargers in this period. Beg your pardon, foul number 2. That was 1 ahead. Free throw on the way for Schoenhoven. First one up and good. Gracie with her first points today. First point. See if it's points in a moment. Second free throw by Schoenhoven is through. It's 29-21. Well, after a high-scoring first period, Dort and Briar Cliff. 4 minutes and 15 seconds deep into the second period, and we've had a total of 7 points scored. Briar Cliff outscoring Dort 4-3 up to the moment. Briar Cliff for the basketball. Chargers have it. They get it back out front. Shot off balance, no good. Rebound cleared by McNair. McNair gets it away to Harrison. Harrison with the basketball. Harrison up the floor with 5:25 remaining in the half. Right side it goes to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven shakes left, goes right, gets it underneath to Hogendorn. And Hogendorn throws it off of a Briar Cliff player. Briar Cliff, it's thrown off of a Briar Cliff player by Hogendorn. So inbounding will be Harrison. Harrison with the basketball. Harrison gives it in to Drent. Drent just checked in moments ago. They get it back out front for Smith. Smith with the basketball. High post pass to Drent. Drent has it stripped. 8 seconds to shoot. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dort. It'll be Briar Cliff basketball. Hogendorn will check back into the game. Checking out will be Taylor Drent. 29-21, defenders by 8. Briar Cliff with a chance to whittle away at the lead. Molly McNair will bring it up the floor. McNair passes it, right-hand side. This is Carter, I beg your pardon, this is number 14, Brooklyn Heineman. Kick out pass, and it's tipped away by Schoenhoven. It'll be Briar Cliff basketball. So Heineman, who did not play on Saturday in the game here in the first half for the Chargers. Dort leading 29-21, Briar Cliff basketball. On the right-hand side is Mongan. Mongan gets the ball inbounded to McNair. McNair with it, 8 to shoot. She throws it into the corner, Mongan. Mongan will fire the 3, good. Mongan with the 3, her first of the day, 29-24, defenders by 5. With the basketball, Harrison throws it back over to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven all the way into the paint, gets it away to Brooke Smith. Smith with the basketball, and Smith is called for a double dribble. Dort leading 29-25, but Briar Cliff making a run at them. For the defenders here in the second quarter, after going 12 of 18 from the floor in the first period, are 0 of 7 from the field, and they've been bitten by the turnover bug just a bit. They've got 6 on the night. Briar Cliff has 8. Dort showing pressuring defense. Ball's inbounded to Sodman. Sodman with it. Sodman on the sideline. Dort pressuring. Loose basketball, and it's picked up by Schoenhoven, but it's on the sideline. And they're going to award a change of possession. So they're going to say change of possession. So Briar Cliff will inbound the basketball. Briar Cliff will throw the ball in, and they get it into the backcourt. Picking it up. Briar Cliff has it across the timeline. This is Mongan. Mongan driving in. She throws right-hand side. Comes back on the right wing to Heineman. Heineman into the paint. Mongan. Ball's down on the floor. Picked up by Sievers. Here comes Dort on the run. Sievers with the basketball. Sievers spins, and we've got a foul on the play called on McNair. That's going to be 2 on her. I've got to get Brooklyn Heineman written on my cheat sheet. I've been looking for that one a couple of times now. Number 14. That's team foul number 3 on Briar Cliff. Dort with the basketball. Schoenhoven out front. Sievers. Sievers thought about the 3 from straight on. Decides against it. Macy with it on the left side. 17 to shoot. Back to Lems. Lems, 17-footer good. Ellie Lems with a 2-point bucket. She scored the first 4 for the defenders. Now gets one back on the jumper. And the Dort defenders lead at 31-24. Briar Cliff with the basketball in the backcourt. McNair. McNair snaps it over the top. Drop it off on the baseline, and the shot is blocked by the defenders, and coming away with it is Drent. Drent gets it off to Sievers. Sievers with the basketball. Sievers weaving her way in. Drops it off for Drent. Lems. Lems 2-point bucket good. Ellie with 8. Dort leads 33-24. Dort taps it away. No, it's last touch Well, it's touched by Dort. It'll be Briarcliff basketball. I got the tail end of the indication saying it's Dort basketball, and now they will give it to Dort. That's what I saw as he motioned it. I did not see the play. It'll be Dort basketball, and it'll be Dort ball, I believe, with 20 on the shot clock. Thought the turnover in the backcourt makes it a 20. Evidently not. It'll be a 29. Sievers throwing the ball in for the defenders. Gets it in to Schoenhoven. Dort by 9. Chance to take their biggest lead of the game. They've led by 9 on a few different occasions. Pass comes back over to Sievers. Sievers with it. 2:50 remaining in the half. Sievers underneath it goes. Lems. Head fake. Ellie Lems. 2-point bucket. Good. Ellie Lems with 10. Dort with their biggest lead of the ball game. 35-24. Briarcliff basketball, McNair. Ball taken away by Lems on the back end of the pressure defense. Here come the defenders. Sievers up the floor. Right side's Harrison. Harrison to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven with it. Backs it out to the corner. 20 to shoot. Gracie underneath. Gives it back to Lems. Ellie Lems layup good. Ellie Lems, 12 points for the sophomore from Sioux Falls. And the defenders lead by a baker's dozen, 37-24. Briarcliff basketball up the floor is Webster. Webster takes it across the timeline, gets it right side to McNair. McNair trapped. She gets it off to Benny. Benny with the basketball, left-hand side. Into the corner, Webster. Webster with it on the wing. Webster comes back over to Benny. Benny to Webster, 12 to shoot. Webster working against Sievers. Puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebound taken down by Lems. Well, Lems has it tipped away by a Briarcliff player. Ellie Lems playing with a lot of confidence right now. 6 for 6 from the floor, and she'll get a round of applause from the Dort faithful tonight. 37-24, defenders by a baker's dozen. Bleeker gets the ball inbounded to Sievers. Sievers will bring it up. Dort leading by 13 with a basketball. Boy, wasn't that long ago. It was a 5-point game hanging in the balance. Dort right now on an 8-0 run. All of them, I believe, by Ellie Lems. With the basketball, Brooke Smith. Smith down to the corner, nothing there. Back to Sievers. Sievers on the right-hand side, 10 to shoot. Macy with it, spins out of the pick and roll. Right side, Brooke, three-pointer. Kaboom! Bang, bang, bang! Brooke Smith with the three-point bucket, and the Dort defenders lead at 40-24. Briarcliff electing to let it ride for the time being. Three-pointer on the way off the heel, no good. Rebound taken away by Trent. Here comes Dort in transition. Sievers with the basketball right across the defender logo at midcourt. She spins into the lane. Shot no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Briarcliff and Flanagan. Flanagan with the basketball. She gives it up to McNair. 1 minute remaining, and Briarcliff will walk it up the floor, trailing by 16. McNair with the basketball. McNair guarded there by Bleeker. She goes right side, Benny. Benny down to the baseline, bully ball, and we're going to have a foul called before the shot. That's going to go on Macy Sievers. I thought there might be a travel violation. They went with the foul call instead. The foul coming before the travel. And Briarcliff will now inbound the basketball. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 48.6 on the game clock. With the basketball, right side McNair. McNair gives it up, and might have been another travel. Briarcliff with the basketball. Three on the way, short, no good. Rebound taken on by Brooke Smith. She shovels it off to Macy Sievers. Sievers will walk it up the floor. 5-second difference, shot clock, game clock. Macy Sievers looks over to the bench, and Coach Bill Harmson. Macy with it, backs it out to the center jump circle. 15 now to shoot. She's guarded by Benny. Benny playing with 2 personal fouls. Sievers goes high post pass, Vendong, 10 to shoot. Vendong hands it back over to Sievers. Sievers with the basketball. Sievers, 5 to shoot. Comes back over to Drent. Drent, three-pointer, no good. There for the offensive rebound, Vendong, now taken back by Briarcliff. Briarcliff up and running, Benny. Shot clocked from behind by Smith, and the Dort defenders with a block shot to close the period, and the defenders lead 40-24 at the break. So Dort outscores Briarcliff down the stretch, 11-0 to establish a 16-point lead. Let's take an extended break here. Let's take that 3-minute break here. Go ahead, and I believe there is a extended break to play. This will be on the Dort Media Network. You will see the Money Concepts. We're going to get that one taken care of right now, and we'll be back with more from the DeWitt Gym in 3 minutes.
Find furniture, mattresses, flooring, paint, and window treatments at your local Furniture Mart. They are family-owned and located in downtown Sioux Center.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ski Vault Window and Door, your local window experts. Whether you're building or replacing, Ski Vault Window and Door has the products, people, and knowledge to get the job done right. See Ski Vault and see the difference. Today's broadcast brought to you by Prairie Life Chiropractic, combining skill and expertise that spans the entire chiropractic, acupuncture, and physical health spectrum. They want you to move better and live better.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit epremierbank.com or stop by any of the 5 Premier Bank locations in Iowa or South Dakota to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
Hello, Dort University sports fans. Hope you're enjoying the game, whether you're a family or friend of a team member or a fan of the university. These players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice, and it shows. There's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has for each game, and that's a game plan. And no matter the outcome of the game, there's tremendous value in growth in working together as a team to execute that game plan. What about you? Do you have a game plan for your financial life? Or are you so busy with everything else that life throws your way? If you don't have either the time or the desire to spend hours and hours learning and keeping up with the changing rules in the financial world, and then figuring out how that applies specifically to your financial life, you don't have to do it alone. For over 40 years, the planning firm here in Sioux Center has been helping households build and execute their financial game plans on all the things more important than money. I'm Tom DeYoung, president of the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media, or schedule a complimentary Discover meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. We'll help you build your financial game plan on all the things in your life more important than finances, while being a good steward of the resources God has entrusted to your care. And check out our Money Concepts Radio podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com, on your favorite podcast app, where we dive into relevant financial planning topics to bring clarity to the often confusing, ever-changing rules of the game in the financial world. Enjoy the rest of the game, and remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money. And go Defenders!
Welcome back to the DeWitt Gym on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa. We are at halftime of this Great Plains Athletic Conference contest. Dort facing Briar in GPAC action. Right now on the floor, you are seeing the introductions of the NAIA Scholar athletes for this past fall season. They had 3.5 cumulative grade point averages, and sophomores, juniors, or seniors. And the Dort Defenders leading in women's basketball right now, 40-24. So as we pick things up, let's recap the first half of action and go ahead and roll the highlights on the Dort Media Network as well. The Dort Defenders getting out to an early 6-2 lead in this contest, led 10-5, and the Defenders forced Briar to utilize their first timeout of the contest. And if you can, go ahead and run those highlights on the Dort Media Network. Briar cut the lead down to 10-8. Dort responded with a 6-0 run to make it 16-8. Jenny Vendong early on in this one, 3 field goals. She ends up with 7 points in the first half of play. Briar had the lead down to 18-13. Dort extended it to 9 on a couple different occasions and led 26-17 at the end of the first period. Briarcliff's Miley McNair had 7 points, had a couple of tough angle lay-ins. And she also knocked down a three-pointer. The defenders have one three-pointer to their credit so far. That is by Brooke Smith. Kennemongan had one of 3 three-pointers for the Cherokee Braves. Dort closed the quarter on an 11-0 run. Ellie Lems scored 8 points in a row. She's got 12 at halftime. She leads all players with those 12 points. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with a rundown of all of the numbers from the first half of today's women's college basketball contest right after this 2-minute timeout. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for your next project? Look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928. Today's broadcast brought to you by Flooring and Design in Sioux Center. Whether you are building a new home, remodeling your current home, or wanting to freshen up your decor, we can help make your home as unique as you. Stop in to see us at Flooring and Design.
Hey Defender Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dort University. Thank you for tuning into the Dort Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dort Media Network. Go Defenders!
German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1891. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner. Online at germanfarmers.com.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. Today's broadcast brought to you by Volink Enterprises Incorporated, building homes for families and businesses in Northwest Iowa since 1962. Let's work together to bring your vision into reality. Volink Enterprises Incorporated.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
We're at halftime, and the Dort defenders leading the Briarcliff Chargers 40-24 at the break. The numbers: Dort 17 of 33 from the floor, 52%, 1 for 4 on threes, 25%, 5 for 6 on free throws, 83%. Dort with a 2013 rebounding edge. Dort with 7 turnovers, Briarcliff with 12. Briarcliff 7 of 24 from the floor, 29%, 3 for 8 on three-pointers, 38%. And 7 of 9 on free throws, 78%. The defenders are led by Ellie Lems, a perfect 6 for 6 from the floor, 12 points, 8 points for Macy Sievers, 6 for Liv Harrison, 7 for Jeannie Van Dong, 2 for Gracie Schoenhoven, 3 for Brooke Smith, 2 for Taylor Drent. Drent and Dusta Hogendorn each with 4 rebounds, 3 rebounds for Jeannie Van Dong. Macy Sievers with 6 assists and 6 steals to go along with her 8 points in 16 minutes of play. For the Briarcliff Chargers, Rachel Langle, 8 points, 6 of 7 from the floor. 8 points as well for Melly McNair. She is 3 of 8 from the floor. 3 points for Grace Flanagan, 3 for Kennemongan, and 2 for Adriana Webster for their total of 24. Flanagan has 6 rebounds and 3 steals for the Chargers as a team. 1 steal each for 3 different players. And the Briarcliff Chargers with 3 assisted baskets. Dort with 10 of their 17 baskets being of the assisted variety. 40-24, Dort by 16 at halftime. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with a look at what's happening in the Great Plains Athletic Conference this evening. Right after this 2-minute timeout, you're listening to Dort Basketball on KIHK and watching the Dort Media Network. Back with more right after this.
Homegrown.
Community.
Family.
Innovators.
Growth.
Faith.
Legacy.
We are dedicated to egg.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for your next project? Look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928. NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. This broadcast brought to you by the Ullman Funeral Homes. Chad Ullman, Lori Ewell, and Taylor Van Witchell providing professional attention to every detail. Today's broadcast brought to you by M&H True Value of Rock Valley. Behind every project is True Value. Start right. Start here. Scores from the Great Plains Athletic Conference this evening in women's basketball currently. Northwestern up by 22 on Morningside. Beg your pardon, 21, 53-32. That one's in Orange City. Concordia leads the College of St. Mary 56-19. Dakota Wesleyan a 41-14 leader over Waldorf at halftime. Midland and Mount Marty. Both teams are 2-11 in the conference coming in. And that one's playing out the way you would think it would, 38-38. And the Dort defenders leading Briar Cliff in Great Plains Athletic Conference action here at halftime, 40-24. Coming up this weekend, the Dort Defender women's basketball team at home against the College of St. Mary at 2 o'clock. Hockey team will play a pair of games Friday night and Saturday afternoon. Dort Track and Field is on the road to South Dakota State University in Brookings on Saturday. And the men's volleyball team is playing 4 matches this week beginning tomorrow in Arizona, and we'll have the updates on that on godort.com. A reminder that coming up post-game, we will be picking the player of the game from State Farm, and it'll be brought to you by Ross Hoekstra with State Farm serving Sioux County and the tri-state area. Call Ross 712-722-0806 for all your insurance needs, or stop by the Sioux Center office next to Dairy Queen. Our State Farm player of the game will be coming up at the conclusion of today's game. Let's take a 1-minute break, just a 1-minute break. We'll be back with the second half of play from the DeWitt right after this 1-minute timeout.
We appreciate the mission of Dort, but more importantly, the organization, the team of people at Dort live out that mission every day.
Dort University's Christian perspective is thoughtfully and authentically applied in all areas of life. Live your faith in every area of life at Dort University.
Today's broadcast brought to you by the Van Engelen-Hovet Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency in Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelen-Hovet Agency, Sioux Center Advisors, Mark Hulsoff, Lisa Dykstra, or Kyle Blankers. Today's broadcast brought to you by Cruz & Cruz, PC, certified public accountants. Offices in Sioux Center and Lars, helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Dort Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. You are listening to KIHK and the Dort Media Network. Glad to have you along with me this evening as we get into the second half of this contest. Also coming out this week, the first ARC ratings, and those have an impact when you begin to choose the field of 64. On the men's side, the Defender men's second in the ARC. While on the women's side, the Dort Defenders, as expected, number 1 in their ARC. Van Dong passes it out, and the defenders turn it over on their first possession of the second half. Not the way you want to start the second half. Dort with a 16-point edge, but the Briarcliff Chargers, a dangerous, very good defensive team. Benny driving in against Harrison. Shot hangs on the back iron, won't fall through, but a foul on the play called on Liv Harrison, and that'll be number 2 on Liv Harrison. So Harrison whistled for the personal foul, and Benny will go to the free throw line. She'll shoot 2. She's been scoreless so far. First one on the way for Benny is good. She's got another one on the way. Second free throw for Benny. This one's off the side of the iron, no good, and the rebound latched onto by Sievers after it pinballed around in the paint. Sievers has the basketball. Dort leading 40-25. Cannot stop playing against this Briarcliff team. I tell people so many times, leads are different than they used to be. In the old days, you didn't have to shoot every 30 seconds. Now you do. Harrison with the basketball. Goes back to Vendong. Vendong in traffic. Splits the defense. Shot no good. Rebound tapped out. Last touch by Dort. It'll be Briarcliff basketball. Well, looked like Vendong got herself into a good position there, but that ball ends up off of her fingertips and out of play. And 9 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Benny downhill, kick out pass. Rocking into the drive is Webster. Comes back to the left wing. 3 missed, no good. Rebound Langle, and a foul on the rebound called on the defenders. Foul's going to go on number 23, Ellie Lems. That's number 2 on Lems. And the Dort defenders so 40-25, defenders with the lead. And the defenders will call a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds.
Go, 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 go.
So Briarcliff basketball trailing by 15. Here's Benny. Benny with the right hand. Too strong, no good. And the rebound is tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Briarcliff. It'll be Dort basketball, so the defenders will get it back. And the defenders bring the basketball back the other way. They go over to Van Dong. Van Dong with it. Van Dong comes back over to Bleeker. Bleeker gives it up to Sievers. Sievers high post pass. Lems underneath Van Dong. Van Dong pinned. Throws it back over to Harrison. Elbow jumper. Hangs on the rim. Won't fall through. Down on the floor. Bleeker had it momentarily. And coming away with it is Briarcliff. Briarcliff off and running with the basketball. Down by 15. Briarcliff has it. Webster. Webster with it on the wing. Webster comes back out front. Benny. Benny into the paint against Harrison. Comes back right side over to Flanagan. Flanagan with it at the free throw line. Flanagan comes back outside Benny. Benny in the paint. Benny shot short, no good. Rebound tipped, and Sievers comes out with it. And we've got a jump ball called, alternating possession. It will be. It'll be Briarcliff basketball. So Briarcliff has it. And the Chargers will throw it in. And the Chargers drive in with the right-hand side, and finishing with the right hand is Mally McNair. And if you think the Chargers are going to go away easily, you are mistaken. Dort with the Bakers dozen lead. Briarcliff has started the half with 3 straight points. Schoenhoven with the basketball out front, 18 to shoot. Comes back over to Sievers. Sievers, Vendong. Vendong into the right corner. Bleeker. Bleeker too strong with the 3, no good. Weak side rebound taken away by Briarcliff. Briarcliff with the basketball. And the Chargers have it on the right side. Benny. Benny into the paint against Schoenhoven. Benny throws it back outside to Flanagan. Flanagan left side, Benny. Benny with it. collision. Coming away with the basketball is Webster. Webster throws it right side. Now it comes back over to McNair. McNair shot in the paint, no good. Rebound taken away by Vendong. Here comes Sievers. Sievers with the basketball, gets around two players. Sievers all the way into the paint. Her floater, no good. There for the rebound is Schoenhoven, and Schoenhoven is fouled on the play. So Schoenhoven will go to the free throw line to shoot two. And the foul called on Benny is number 3 on her. So free throws on the way for Schoenhoven. First one is up and good. And the second one on the way by Schoenhoven is good as well. So Gracie makes both free throws. She's got 3, and the defenders back up by 15. 42-27 with the basketball. This is Mongan. Mongan gives it up, comes back outside Flanagan. Flanagan, double team, back to Webster. Webster underneath, and the shot high off of the glass is good for Rachel Langle. Langle, the senior from Lamar's, having a nice game for the Chargers. 42-29, defenders by 13. Sievers with it, comes back right side. This is Bleeker. Bleeker with the ball. 16:26 remaining in the game. Goes back high post to Desta Hogendorn, and Hogendorn gets one through from the free throw line. 44-29. 44-29, 6:12 remaining, third period. Comes back to Webster. Webster puts it up off the glass, no good. A rebound cleared by Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven on the run, 3-on-2. Schoenhoven splits the defense, and she's going to be called for an offensive foul. So Gracie's picked up her second personal foul. 44-29. So 44-29, defenders by 15. Foul number 2 on the defenders, 3 in the quarter, 2 on Schoenhoven now for the game. Pass goes to Flanagan. Flanagan guarded there by Sievers. Dort brings the double team. It's taken away. Here comes Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven on the fly, working in against Sodman. Kicks it back out to Sievers. Sievers right side Bleeker. 3 on the way. Bang, bang, bang. Willow Bleeker with the 3-point bucket. Dort extends the lead to 18, 47-29. Briarcliff basketball. This is Sodman. Sodman working against Hogendorn. Sodman with the right hand. Nice move by Sodman. She gets the 2-point bucket to go. 47-31, defenders by 16. Bleeker, another one. Kaboom! Willow Bleeker, same spot, same result, and the Dort defenders lead 50-31. Briarcliff basketball, down by 19 are the Chargers. 15 minutes remaining in the game. Shot with the right hand on the drive. 2-point bucket for McNair. She's got a dozen. Dort back the other way. Schoenhoven gives it up. Hogendorn layup good. Desta Hogendorn with 4. The teams exchanging baskets now. 52-33. Dort by 19. Briarcliff basketball. McNair with the ball. McNair puts it on the floor against Bleeker. Hangs on the rim and falls through. McNair with a 2-point bucket. She's got 14. Sievers coming back the other way. Macy Sievers with it. 52-35 defenders. Into the corner. Schoenhoven 3. Missed it. No good. Rebound tapped. Hogendorn comes up with it. Draws contact. No call made. Another one good. Desta Hogendorn. 6 points in the second half for the freshman. And the defenders lead 54-35. Back the other way, Briarcliff gets a 2-point bucket. That's another one for McNair. She's got 16. Back the other way, Hogendorn missed the first one, gets it back. Shot no good, but she is fouled, and Desta will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. A track meet right now. After a somewhat slow start to the second half, the defenders hanging on to a 17-point lead at the moment, 54-37. The defenders in this period, a 14-13 edge on the Chargers with 2 free throws on the way for Hogendorn. And Dort's missing a player. They need 1 player to stay on the floor. They had 4 for a moment. So free throws on the way for the defenders and Hogendorn. Hogendorn, first one up and through. Desta, 15 of 36 now from the free throw line. Watched her working on the free throws before the game today. This afternoon, watched her, made about 7 or 8 in a row. Rebound tapped out and controlled by Briar Cliff. Dort leads 55 to 37 as Hogendorn goes 1 of 2. She's a 40% free throw shooter this season. Pass comes over to Mongan. Mongan with it. Mongan guarded. Goes right side. This is Heineman. They look down low on the entry pass. Instead, here's Heineman. Heineman throws it into the corner. Mongan. Mongan puts it on the deck against Harrison. Mongan in the paint, and Mongan able to create something. 55 to 39 defenders. Back the other way, Harrison. Right side, Vendong to Schoenhoven, right wing. Schoenhoven spins into the paint, back over to Vendong. Vendong layup good. 9 points for Vendong, 57 to 39, defenders leading. And we have a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Let's take a 30-second break.
Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Nutrition. Transform your health and wellness with 712 Nutrition. Stop in today for healthy, delicious protein shakes bundled with a supportive community. Start feeling your best today.
(57 to 39), the defenders by 18 with 13-14 remaining in the game. So the defenders extending the lead. Now Briar Cliff will try to cook up a comeback. Dort used the timeout. Dort shows pressure. Here's Mongan up the floor. Mongan. They pass it over to Langle. Langle puts it off of the glass, no good. Brooke Smith wrestles it away. And we've got a jump ball called, alternating possession. It will be defender basketball. Well, I'm not sure that shot ever hit the rim. I was watching our shot clock operator, and he was trying to decipher whether that shot underneath actually grazed the rim or not. I think he breathed a sigh of relief that it ended up a jump ball. Here's Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven off the dribble, good. Gracie Schoenhoven with 5, and the defenders lead 59 to 39. Briar Cliff basketball up the floor. This is Heineman. Heineman, left side pass, Mongan. Mongan with the left hand, missed it, no good. Rebound, Sievers. Sievers with the basketball, not wasting any time. Here comes Sievers. Not sure Sievers has ever wasted any time. Harrison, 3-ball, no good. Rebound tapped out, and ball is tipped away. Last touch by Briar Cliff. It'll be Dort basketball as Heineman taps it away. Once Sievers gets the ball in her hands, it is on, and she is gone typically. Harrison gets the ball inbounded to Sievers. Sievers guarded there by Benny. Benny playing with 3 personal fouls. Sievers loops it back over to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven in the paint. Schoenhoven puts it up, and she's fouled on the play. Foul goes against Briar Cliff, and that's going to be on number 14, Brooklyn Heineman. That's number 1 on her. Dort trying to extend the lead here with a couple of free throws by Gracie Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven with 5. And now 6. Gracie, 4 of 5 from the free throw line by my count. 17 of 22 entering the game. Second free throw up and good. 5 of 6 now is Schoenhoven. 6 in the second half. 7 for the ball game. Dort leads 61 to 39. Briar Cliff basketball, Benny. Benny with it. Benny across the timeline. Dort shows the trap. They get it back outside to Heineman. Heineman with it. Right hand side to Langle. Langle with the basketball. Gives it up. Heineman into the corner, 3, missed, no good. Rebound Harrison. Harrison with the basketball. She's off and running. Harrison looking for the pass. Has it on the left wing. Comes back over to Sievers. Sievers with it. 1:44 remaining in the quarter. Dort leading 61 to 39. Sievers on the right-hand side. Gets it back over to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven looking back over to Sievers. Sievers 3-ball, missed it. Too strong, no good. And the rebound is out long, taken away by Heineman. Heineman with the basketball. Heineman comes left side. This is Benny. Benny drives in. Benny off the glass, too strong, no good. Fight for the basketball and a foul on the play. Who's it going to go on? They're going to call it on Macy Sievers. That's going to be number 2 on her. Looked like Sievers got a pretty good swipe at it up top and gets whistled. Must have been on the body. Didn't see the official's indication. Dort leading by 22. And free throws on the way for Langle. First one is up and through for Langle. Langle now with 11. This will be the 9th free throw shot by Langle, and she's made 8 of them. She's going to be, she shot 30 total entering the game. She's added 9 to that total. She's shot 39 and she has made 22. So 22 of 39. She's now well above 50% for the season. Right side it goes to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven trapped. Back over to Bleeker. Bleeker another 3. Rattles it. No good. And here come the Chargers. Chargers with it. Briarcliff. And Bleeker reaches in and gets whistled for the personal foul. Prevents the lay-in. And you guessed it, Rachel Langle will shoot a couple more free throws. So Langle with 12 points. Her season high this year is 13. She's coming off an 11-point performance against Doane, and she now matches her season high with that made free throw. All but 4 of her points have come from the free throw line. She's now 9 of 10, and that one's up and through as well. She is 10 of 11. Defenders lead 61-43. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Schoenhoven has the basketball. Passes right side Drent. Drent underneath, and Drent draws the foul. The foul charge to Grace Flanagan, I believe. Waiting for Darren Berg's indication. 22, whistled for the personal foul. Taylor Drent, sophomore from Sioux City, junior from Sioux City, Iowa, will go to the free throw line, and she'll shoot 2. First one on the way, too strong, no good. Another one on the way, trying to extend the lead back to 19 now. 61-43 pending a free throw. And this one rolls home, so Drent now with 3 points. And the defender lead is 62-43, under a minute to go. 36 seconds, looks like about a 10-second difference. Shot clock, game clock. Benny has it. Benny goes right side back over to Flanagan. High post, they go with the entry pass on the high-low. Shot is no good. Rebound cleared by Vendong. Vendong gets it away to Harrison. Ball's taken back by Briarcliff, now taken back by Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven with the basketball, back over to Harrison. It's a melee, and coming up with it now is Briarcliff. Benny, layup, good, and a late foul called on Gracie Schoenhoven. So Benny with a 2-point bucket, now a 3-point play opportunity coming for Benny. And the defender lead is 62-45 pending the free throw. 9.9 seconds remaining. That's left to go in the period. 3-point play is converted, 62-46 defenders. So it'll be Dort basketball with 9.9 seconds remaining. Benny with 4 points. And Macy Sievers will pick it up at half court. 9 seconds remaining. Dort's in the bonus. Pass goes to Vendong. Loose basketball underneath, and the ball goes out of bounds, trickles out of play. Last touch by Briarcliff. It'll be Dort basketball. It'll be Briarcliff basketball to start the 4th period. So Dort trying to cash in here at the end of the 3rd, leading 62-46. Pass into the corner, Bleeker. Bleeker 3, too strong, no good, and that's the end of 3. Both teams scored 22 points in the 3rd period of action. We go to the 4th quarter of play. Dort 62, Briarcliff 46. Back for the 4th period right after this 1-minute timeout.
Hi, this is Alex with Outdoor Elements. We've been the region's premier landscape company for over 15 years. With our own in-house landscape designer, we create extraordinary outdoor spaces where you will make memories with family and friends. We do all types of landscaping, and we're the region's only certified pool professionals. We specialize in saltwater pools, which are easy to maintain and gentle on your skin. Check out our website at OutdoorElementsInc.com. We make your landscape as beautiful as your home. When you want the best, contact us at 712-476-5299 or email us at info@OutdoorElementsInc.com.
Hi, this is Jennifer Jansen at Epic Realty. At Epic Realty, we take pride in providing professional real estate services with integrity and expertise. Give us a call or stop by our Sioux Center office and visit our website at epichomerealty.com.
Premier Bank is proud to support Dort University. Visit epremierbank.com for locations and more information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
(62-46), defenders by 16. 10 minutes to go in this one. 10 minutes standing between the defenders and their 20th win of the season. Briarcliff Chargers trying to pull Dort back to the pack in the Great Plains Athletic Conference race. The defenders, both teams scoring 22 points. Defenders up by 20 at one point. Briarcliff actually were up by 22 at 61-39. Briarcliff back to within 16 right now, so they cut 6 off of the lead from that point. Briarcliff basketball, they throw it into the corner. And loose ball, Webster picks it up, backdoor cut underneath, 10 to shoot for the Chargers, and the jumper no good, and the rebound cleared away by Vendong. Vendong with it, and Sievers is fouled in the backcourt by Heineman, and I am guessing there may have been some conversations in between the periods with the officials and just saying, maybe we got to tighten this thing up a little bit, otherwise it is going to turn into a full-fledged hammer and tongs game. Bringing the basketball up is Sievers. Sievers with it. Sievers directing traffic. Now picks up her dribble. Might be in trouble. Dort might need to use a timeout. She gets it over to Lems. Into the corner. Bleeker, Vendong, and Vendong hit on the way up. That's going to be on Heineman. That's number 3 on her. And Jeannie will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. 62-46, defenders by 16 with 9:14 remaining. That's in regulation. First free throw on the way for Vendong is good. Jeannie now with 10. And Vendong, 10.6 rebounds today. Second free throw is up and good. So Vendong knocks down another free throw. She's got 11. And the defender lead is 18, 64-46. Briarcliff downhill, McNair high off of the glass, no good. Rebound ripped down by Vendong. Vendong another carom as she works her way to 1,000. Right side it goes to Bleeker, thought about the 3. Instead Sievers will let it go, and Sievers splashes it in. Macy Sievers with 11 points. Dort leads 67-46. So Macy Sievers, a ho-hum, 11 point, 8 assists, 6 steal night so far. We become so spoiled in watching her play. Benny into the paint, loose basketball. Harrison comes away with it. Harrison with the basketball, sidesteps the defense into the front court. And Harrison back over to Sievers. Sievers with it at the top of the key, hesitating. Into the corner, Harrison. Harrison with the basketball, 8:20 remaining. High post pass, Lems into the corner. Sievers 10 to shoot. Sievers with it on the wing. Sievers on the right elbow, picks up her dribble underneath Lems. Ellie, 2-point bucket, no good, but she is fouled on the play. And Ellie Lems will go to the free throw line. She'll shoot 2 free throws. Here in the second half, the defenders a combined 9 of 19. 8 for 19 from the floor. 3 of 9 from the arc. The Chargers 8 of 20 so far. First free throw by Lems. Thought she was going to miss her first shot of the night. She did not. That ball hangs on the rim and falls through. Ellie Lems so far a perfect 6 for 6 from the floor and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 69-46, defenders by 23. 8 minutes to go in regulation. Charger basketball. Briarcliff has it. They give it out front to Webster. Webster with it at the top of the key. Webster into the paint, double team, back outside Benny, and Benny's going to be called for traveling. Kennedy Benny, 5'8" graduate student from Oakland, Nebraska. Lifted up the pivot foot and didn't get the ball put down on the deck in time. Macy Sievers will bring it up the floor. Benny has been frustrated into just 4 points tonight on 1 of 8 shooting. with the basketball out front, Sievers. Sievers gives it up, Vendong into the right corner, Harrison. Harrison underneath it goes to Vendong. Vendong back outside Sievers. Sievers into the corner, Harrison. Three-pointer, yes. Three-point basket for Liv Harrison. She's got 9, and the defenders lead 72-46. 7:20 and counting ball game. Right-hand side, it goes to Webster. Webster to Benny. Benny at the top of the key. Benny underneath Webster. Webster's shot hangs on the rim, falls off. Well, Jeannie Vendong heading towards yet another double-double with that rebound. Goes over to Bleeker. Bleeker, three-pointer. Yep. Willow Bleeker with 9 points. Dort blowing it open. 75-46. The defenders in this period. 3 of 3 from the three-point line, and we've got a reach-in foul called on Macy Sievers. Macy Sievers whistled for foul number 3. With 6:58 left to go in the game, Lems and Harrison will check out of the ball game. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 1 minute.
Hey Defender Nation, did you know that Dort Athletics has over 700 student athletes that make up less than 50% of the student body? We want to invite you to join the Defender Gold Club and support those student athletes, our staff, and coaches this season. Your charitable donation helps advance Defender Athletics and the Defender Way. Last year, we were just shy of 900 members in the Defender Gold Club. Help us reach that 1,000 member mark this year. By becoming a member, you will directly support the student athletes and coaches here at Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders.
Leading 75-46. Biggest lead of the ball game for the defenders, up by 29. 24 seconds on the shot clock. 6:58 left on the game clock. Defenders blowing this one open here in the fourth quarter. Dort starting the period on a 13-0 run. I did not realize that. So the defenders on a 13-0 run to start the period. Ball tipped away, and it's another steal for Sievers, I believe. Sievers with a basketball. Not sure who they'll credit. Yep, they'll give Sievers the steal, her 7th. Dort with the basketball. Sievers with it on the wing. Goes high post to Hogendorn. Hogendorn underneath. Vendong gathers herself. Shot is blocked. And the rebound is taken away by Langle. Langle with the basketball. Langle gives it up. McNair. McNair into the corner. McNair gives it up Webster. Webster thought about the 3. Instead, they come back right side Mongan. Mongan with the left hand, missed it, no good. And Hogendorn down on the floor after it. Jump ball, alternating possession. It'll be Dort basketball. And the drought for Briar Cliff is now at 3 minutes and 47 seconds. They entered the period down 62-46, feeling like they were back within striking distance. And the defenders have opened up the lead to 29. With the basketball, Sievers. Sievers at the free throw line. Pick and roll, trying to get it over to Vendong. Vendong headed to the basket. Sievers thought she was going to pop out to the wing. And the ball is deflected out. Last touch by Briar Cliff. It'll be Dort basketball. So it'll be Dort basketball. And now Brian Arvin comes over to converse with Darren Berg, and Darren Berg said, nope, I got it. Says it was out of bounds, last touch by Briar Cliff. It'll be Dort basketball. And Sievers has the ball, comes back right side to Hogendorn. Hogendorn with Lems. Lems, back it goes to Bleeker. Bleeker has 3 threes here in the second half. They get it underneath Vendong. Vendong off the glass, good. Janie Vendong with 13, and the defender lead is 77-46, a 31-point lead for the defenders. Briar Cliff with it, and kicking it out of bounds is McNair. It'll be Dort basketball. 5:37 left to go in regulation. Dort on a 15-0 run to start the fourth period. With the basketball is Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven up the floor. Gracie turns, gives right side over to Sievers. Sievers with the basketball. 5:28 remaining. Goes to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven underneath. Tries to feed it back over to Van Dong, and the ball is deflected out. Last touch by Dort. Last touch by Briar Cliff. It'll be Dort basketball. So Dort inbounding. And Sievers will throw it in. Sievers gets it into Van Dong. Back over to Sievers. 3 from the corner. Missed it. No good. Rebound taken away by the Chargers. Up the floor, Benny. Benny, three-pointer, right wing. Misses everything. Too strong with the three-point bucket is Kennedy Benny, and Dort will have it back, leading by 31, 77-46. Well, Briar Cliff was showing full court pressure defense. I'm not sure that is the recipe here. Maybe you want a half-court trap, but you do not want to play the numbers game. Harrison will walk it up the floor, and Briar Cliff will meet him at half court. Benny on defense. They go right side Hogendorn. Right wing now to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven shakes left, goes right, and we've got an offensive foul called on Gracie. Gracie Schoenhoven whistled for foul number 3. Team foul number, that's 4 on Schoenhoven. So Gracie whistled for her 4th personal foul. Dort leading 77-46. And Benny underneath trying to draw a foul. None coming. Gets it over to McNair. Loose basketball. And Schoenhoven reaches in. Rips it away. And a jump ball called alternating possession. It'll be Briar Cliff basketball. Briar Cliff hasn't scored for 5:23 here in the 4th period. Benny to throw it in. Dort on a 15-0 run. Chargers driving in, left-handed layup, and the drought is over. Molly McNair with a 2. She's got 10 in the second half, 18 for the ball game. Dort leads 77-48. 4:20 and counting, ball game. Well, the matchup between the top 5, 2 of the top 5 teams in the coaches poll. This one didn't live up to expectations. If you're a Dort fan, you don't mind. If you're a Briar Cliff fan, probably a frustrating evening. Pass goes left side of Harrison. 3, good. Liv Harrison with a dozen. Dort leads 80-48. The defenders here in the second half. 6 of 13 from the arc, including 4 of 5 here in the 4th period. Ball's tapped out. McNair gets it. Baseline drive to Langle. Back over to McNair, and she fumbles it out of bounds. It'll be Dort basketball. And the Dort defenders will go to the bench. Kaylee Davis, Stella Charleston, Mackenzie Goodwin all checking into the game. It'll be Dort basketball. And so the defenders, Davis will inbound, and wouldn't you know it, Briar Cliff will show full court defense. So Davis inbounding. Gets it over the top to Charleston. Stella with the basketball on the left-hand side. Comes back over to Brooke Smith. Smith splits the defense into the corner. Charleston. Charleston with the basketball. 3 on the way. Stella. Brown and leather. It's going up. 83-48. 35-point lead for the defenders with 3:20 remaining. Dort has outscored Briar Cliff in this period, 21-2. Down low, foul called against the defenders on the double team. Kennedy Benny is fouled. That's going to be foul number 2 on Taylor Drent. And that's team foul number 3 on the defenders in this period. So Briar Cliff will inbound the basketball down by 35. Pass into the corner. Shot blocked. Rebound taken away by the defenders. Here comes McNair. McNair over the basketball. McNair across the timeline to Davis. Davis has it poked away from behind by Benny. It'll be Dort basketball on the sideline. 3:02 remaining. And this is Charleston. Stella Charleston with it. Charleston has it at the top of the key. Goes left side to Drent. Drent into the paint, and she is fouled. Things are getting a little chippy now. It's been a frustrating night for the Chargers. Bridget Boyle whistled for the personal. No, they're going to call that one on Taylor Sodman instead. That's foul number 1 on her. Got a little physical here in the last minute or so. To the free throw line will be Taylor Drent to shoot a pair. She's got 3 points and now 4. Second free throw on the way for Drent. 36-point margin for the defenders right now here at the DeWitt. And another free throw on the way for Taylor Drent. Drent with 5. And the defender lead is 85-48. Foul called on Kaylee Davis as Briarcliff brings the ball up the floor. For Kaylee, the junior from Rock Rapids, she's whistled for her first personal. That's team foul number 4 on the defenders. Sodman 3 from the wing, no good. Rebound cleared by the defenders. Coming up with it is Charleston. New players in for the Chargers at the last break, so they have gone to the bench as well. With the left side, Charleston. Goodwin. Lob pass down low, intended for Drent. Ball kicked out of bounds. It'll be Dort basketball. So on the floor for the Chargers, you've got Boyle. Dort inbounding. Charleston gets it in over the top. Drent. Smith underneath. Goodwin back outside. Drent. Free throw line jumper. Good. Taylor Drent with 5 in the second half. 7 for the ball game. 87-48 defenders. 2:10 remaining in regulation. So the defenders are going to improve to 20-0, 14-0 in the conference. Briarcliff basketball, left-hand side. This is Heineman. Heineman comes back over to Sodman. Sodman gives it up. Boyle into the paint. Shot blocked by Drent. And the putback by Boyle is good. She's got 2. And the defender lead is 87-50. Dort has outscored Briarcliff in this period, 25-4. Charleston driving in over the right hand, missed it, no good. A rebound tapped out of bounds. It'll be Briarcliff basketball. Dort touched it last on the rebound. So moments ago, Taylor Drent with her first field goal of the second half, second for the night. Heineman passes right corner. Heineman to Reinhold. Reinhold back outside. Holding her pivot foot was Sodman. Now Sodman into the paint. And a foul called on Mackenzie Goodwin. That's number 1 on her. And free throws on the way for Sodman. Sodman, a 78% free throw shooter. The sophomore from St. James, Minnesota. So for Briarcliff, got a couple of graduate players. You start taking a look at things now in the second half of the season. Who's going to be coming back for this Charger team? Their starting lineup, they'll lose 4 out of their 5 starters. Second free throw by Sodman is good. Dort leads 87-51 after she missed the first one. With the basketball is Charleston. Charleston driving left-hand side. Back to Brooke Smith. Smith at the free throw line. Back outside. Drent. Open 3. Missed it. No good. Rebound taken away by Briarcliff. So the Chargers bring it up the floor, trailing 87-51. Chargers Sodman. Top of the key. She swings left side. Heineman left wing. 3. Missed. No good. Rebound tapped in. Saved by Goodwin. Goodwin gets it over to Charleston. Under a minute to go in the contest. 87-51. Dort will dribble it out front. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Going to have to take a shot. Davis with the basketball. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Goodwin, right elbow. Back to Davis. Davis down to the baseline. Cut off. Comes back over to Goodwin. Goodwin puts it up in traffic. Shot is blocked. And the rebound is cleared by Boyle. Boyle with the basketball. She gives it up. Heineman with it on the left wing against Davis. Goes right wing. 3 on the way for Sodman. It's good. Taylor Sodman with 6 all in the second half. Dort leads 87-54. Charleston will take it across the timeline, and that's how this one will end. Dort will win the battle of top 5 teams in the nation handily. 87-54. The defenders in the fourth period, a 25-8 finish to pull away from a 16-point lead. And the defenders with an 87-54 final margin of victory to move to 20-0 this season, 14-0 in the conference. Briarcliff will fall to 16-3 and 10-3 in the league. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with the Wireless World Postgame Show. Right after this, you're listening to Dort Basketball on KIHK and watching the Dort Media Network. Back with more in 2 minutes.
Welcome to the American State Bank Sports Complex. Let me show you around. So right now we're in the spacious head house of the complex. On my left here we have the concession stand. And then on my right here we have a seating area, whether that's for students, spectators, or fans to come and enjoy before and in between games. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Welcome to the Dome. In the Dome, we have the space available for 2 full-size softball fields. However, this space is also utilized by the football, baseball, and soccer teams, as well as for other various athletic events. So the Dome has impacted the softball team in a variety of ways. First, we used to practice during the winter months over in the rec center, but the limited space availability never really allowed us to hit our full potential, whereas in here, we can fit 2 full-size softball fields. We're also able to start games much earlier in the season. We have a range of equipment available here at the Dome, whether it's the batting cages, the soccer goals, or even a field goal available for the football team. It's a huge opportunity to have the space available to practice in the off-season, especially for our outdoor athletic teams. Another great thing about the American State Bank Sports Complex is that it's not just for Dort athletes, it's for the entire community. Whether that's high school soccer leagues, open turf time, or even a space for intramurals. The American State Bank Sports Complex will change not only how we practice as Dort athletes, but also how we interact with the community as a whole. Thanks for letting me take you on a little tour. Hope you stop by soon.
The Dort defenders with a convincing 87-54 win over the Briar Chargers in Great Plains Athletic Conference action here this evening. The defenders never trailed. We were tied at 2. And the defenders built a first quarter lead of 26-17. Sluggish second period, with Dort leading 40-24 at the half. And as we get into the Wireless World postgame show, let's go ahead and run those highlights for the second half. So it was 40-24 at halftime. Briarcliff got the lead down to 13 at 40-27, and it was 42-27 before the defenders scored 5 unanswered to go up 47-29. Desta Hogendorn, part of the Dort offense, she scored 7 in the second half. Briarcliff tried to hang in. They had the lead down to 62-46 at the end of the third period. But Dort started the fourth period with a 15-0 run to go up 77-46. Willow Bleeker got hot. She made 3 threes in the second half, including back-to-back triples to blow it open. And the defenders win it by a final score of 87-54. The defenders were led in scoring tonight by Ellie Lems. A very balanced night for the defenders, as they had 4 players in double figures and a bunch with 7 or more. For the Briarcliff Chargers, they were topped by Mallory McNair with 18 points on 8 of 18 shooting. Let's take another 2-minute break, and we'll be back on the Wireless World postgame show with all the numbers. And we'll also be checking in with our player of the game. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with more right after this.
The Hope Fund helps cover a myriad of situations that students find themselves in, most of them not self-inflicted. It could be the medical condition of a family member. It could be natural disasters. 100% of what's donated to that fund goes to students for real-world need. It gives Defender Nation an opportunity to come together and help students and their families who are in need. We get to participate in something that is so much bigger than ourselves.
Something that makes Dort unique is how they really develop you as a whole person, in leadership, in your own faith, and just in all the different areas that help you grow to be a really successful person, and not just in how much money you make, but the people that you can impact and the legacy that you can create.
Dort's core program and holistic learning helps students to thrive intellectually, professionally, socially, and spiritually. Become all that God created you to be at Dort University.
Let's take a rundown now of all the numbers in the first half of our doubleheader. The defenders 31 of 63 from the floor, 49%, 8 for 19 on threes, 42%, 17 of 20 from the free throw line, 85%. Dort with a 41-28 rebounding edge. Turnovers, Dort had 12, Briar had 19. The defenders led by Ellie Lems with 14 points. Jeannie Vandong had 13, 12 for Liv Harrison, 11 for Macy Sievers, 9 for Willow Bleeker, 8 for Gracie Schoenhoven, 7 each for Taylor Drent and Desta Hogendorn, and 3 for Brooke Smith and Stella Charleston, for Dort's total of 87 points. For the Briarcliff Chargers, they were led tonight by Madeleine McNair with 18 points. Rachel Langle had 14 points. 6 points for Sodman, 5 for Mongan, 2 for Boyle, 3 for Flanagan, 2 for Webster, and 4 for Benny. The defenders, Macy Sievers ends up with 3 rebounds. Jeannie Vandong, a rebound shy of a double-double. She ends up with 9. Desta Hogendorn had 7 rebounds. Taylor Drent had 5. Gracie Schoenhoven had 4. Macy Sievers with 10 assists tonight. Willow Bleeker with 3. Gracie Schoenhoven with 4. Macy Sievers also with 7 steals. Gracie Schoenhoven with 4 block shots. Taylor Drent got credit for 3 blocked shots this evening. For Briarcliff, Flanagan ends up with 6 rebounds. And Kenna Mongan had 3. 2 assists for Heineman. Briarcliff only 5 assisted baskets this evening. And they were hampered as well by 19 turnovers in this contest. And let's go ahead and name our player of the game. And our player of the game is brought to you by Ross Hoekstra with State Farm, serving Sioux County and the tri-state area. Call Ross at 712-722-0806 for all your insurance needs. Stop by the Sioux Center office next to Dairy Queen. State Farm player of the game today is Ellie Lems. Ellie Lems tonight, perfect from the field, perfect from the line. 6 of 6 from the floor, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Also had 2 rebounds and a steal. And she had a sequence where she scored 8 points in a row when Briarcliff was drawing a little closer. She converted on 4 straight possessions for the defenders. And she is our State Farm player of the game this evening. Why don't we go ahead and take an extended break here? Let's take our 3-minute break, and we go ahead and restart things for the men's broadcast. You know the drill. If you're watching, got to back out of this broadcast, come back in for the men's broadcast on KIHK. Let's take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back, hopefully talking with Coach Bill Harmson on the Wireless World postgame show right after this.